Time for another update on my new salad bar Jeepster, or as I now officially call it, Caesar. Today is a big milestone. I'm picking up my very own set of Crane 14-bolt axles, built by the legends at WideOpen Design. These guys don't just build Jeeps, they build off-road machines that rival supercars in quality, performance, and detail. From full tube chassis to custom body armor and suspension setups, everything they do is next level. In this episode, we're going behind the scenes to tour their shop, see some of the wildest Jeep builds in the country, and get Caesar one step closer to becoming the ultimate off-road supercar. I've been dreaming about for many years to eventually one day own a set of these bad boys. Well guys, today is the day. I am picking up my very own set of Crane axles. So let's walk in, check these bad boys out. So this right here is Adam Woodley,
What's up, buddy?
Owner and founder of WideOpen Design and also Crane Axle, right?
So I bought Crane Axle. Chris Crane actually started Crane Axle out in Colorado.
I didn't know that.
And then Joshua Lowenstein is who I bought the company from.
As long as I know you, like WideOpen Design and Crane Axle has always been kind of one thing. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
So dude, I'm super pumped to be part of the family on that behalf.
Heck yeah, man, we're glad to have you over.
Dude.
I've been waiting on you to kind of make that phone call. So it's
dude, it's finally here.
Whenever you were like, I want Crane Axles for the new rig, I was like, I am so in, because this is the part of the business that's literally easy enough for us to expand.
Yeah.
Like, whenever I told you the turnaround in time, you were just like, that's amazing.
Yeah, I couldn't believe
totally
it. I mean,
delivered.
it was what, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
2 weeks. You had them. Like you sent me a photo even before that, which crazy.
Yeah, it's like, this is the perfect axle that's great for a shop.
Yeah.
Or a guy doing a build. You don't have
Correct.
to buy the ring and pinion and the axle shafts and all that.
Right.
You're getting
and for
out.
me, like, you know, I'm gonna do the whole buggy build in stages. So like, I don't want to be out all of the money at the same time, but we do need the axles in order to build a roller out of it. So that's why perfect. They offer roller axles, so I can basically have the entire axle assembly the way I need it, without minus axle shaft, seals, and ring and pinion lockers. So that's just stuff that I can throw on it later on, in brakes too. Which brakes were actually part of the roller. I opted out because I want to do something special with brakes. So yeah, super excited to be here, man. WideOpen Design as well. Like, I mean, we've been crossing paths for, dude, way over 10 years at this point, I would say. So in every business that I've ever been a part of, WideOpen Design somewhat played a role in it. So pumped to be here. So I definitely want to get a little bit of a behind the scenes look here today and learn about Crane axles and see what WideOpen Design's got going on. So
All right, cool.
let's go back there.
Let's check it out.
This is just Crane axles, or
So this is WideOpen Design and Crane.
Crane?
It's both. Yeah, I mean,
just see a massive stack of pumpkins and whatnot sitting here. So Crane axles is 14 bolts and 80s and exclusively, right? That's
pretty much that's what we do. We do some other stuff from time to time, but our main thing is 14 bolt and 80s.
Okay.
Yep. And then we've got Dana 60 knuckle and then the Magnum, which the Magnums are what you got, and that's what most guys are wanting to do now. I mean, it's almost like the new Jeep on tons. It's the new more than a 1 ton that just really holds up. You can put really good power to it. You can run that 43 or lower, I mean, even bigger tire and not have troubles. 40 spline interaxle shaft.
Yeah.
And we just got it dialed into where our system really works. So
awesome.
Yeah. So the lathe right now, we're doing a changeover, and the mill's running a simple part over here. We're doing these are the brake kits that actually go to the Magnums. We start out with a wheelwood rotor, and then we turn the OD down just a little bit to where we can fit the caliper inside the wheels we use and everything else. Just gives more options. And then we build our own custom brake hats for it. We do all that stuff custom. This is a Magnum knuckle here. This is the outer knuckle.
This is massive,
just
guys.
comes straight out of the...
Christ.
Yeah, so this right here is straight off the machine. Went through inspection and all that. So this bolt pattern is actually a Rockwell bolt pattern.
Okay.
So you can run a Rockwell spindle on this with an 8-lug hub, aluminum unit bearing adapter, and that big 05 and up unit bearing. You can run different lug patterns. You can get tone rings for them. There's so many options on building this knuckle. The other great thing about it is the hole's big enough that an RCV goes through it without pulling the boot off.
The big bell RCV is talking about, which is like the size of my freaking head. I mean,
absolutely. Big keyway on top. This keyway Man, we run 4 9/16 bolts on top, and in this keyway, we don't have any high steer arm problems at all with steering anything off. 2 direct trunnion pins that run on tapered roller bearings, top and bottom. So super serviceable, nothing wears out, greasable.
Yeah.
It's not a ball joint. These are cast from 8620 chromoly steel. So they are a steel casting, and everything is actually cast and machined right here in America.
Awesome.
It takes a lot of effort to do that, but like when I bought the company, everything was made in America, and we've stuck to that. And I'm pretty proud of it right now.
That's especially in times like these. That's a big deal, man.
It's a big deal. These are some spindles that we're running, 30 spine spindles. So on a 14 bolt, there's actually 2 different spindles depending on the year model, and we make one spindle that fits either size. You just either have to run this spacer or not. So
okay.
It's a pretty neat little setup
that
there.
That is nice. You're swearing on the 05 unit bearing setups.
I do like the 05 unit bearing setup. Yes, I do for right
That's
now.
what I opted in for as well.
Yeah.
How's it going? Okay, now we're on the holy holes of wide open design.
So, yeah, this right here, we've got a few Jeeps that are broke it down right now. Like one's going to paint, one's back from paint and powder coat, getting finished assembled. Justin Josephs is over here right in the middle of all the fab work and stuff.
Wow, so the 4-door JK seem to be picking up, huh?
It's kind of popular, and then we've got a rocket ship over here. It goes into our short-term build line pretty quick. We have a vast variety of what all buggies we build.
Right, you have rock balancers that look just like the rocket ship, basically like a rock bouncer, and then you can also have them with I've seen FJ front ends, Jeep
So that's the Revolution
so
deal.
The Revolution is
the Revolution chassis is like our Revolution is the line of like a trail riding chassis.
Yeah.
And then we've got the rocket ship that's full on rock bouncer.
Yeah.
And that vehicle is amazing. Like the seating position and everything else in that thing's like nothing else on the market that's available. So, yep. So we've got those really fixtured up now to where we can go with them. And then we've got our whole Jeep line of like CJ, TJ, YJ, LJ, now JK.
JKU, right?
Yeah, the JKU.
Yeah, so 4-door JKs, yeah.
But the JK is like, if you want to go find a used body now, the JK is the easy one to find.
Yeah.
Like finding an LJ in the junkyard now, kind of like a little bit of a unicorn.
Yeah.
They only built them for 3 years. JKs, they built so many of them. And dude, they're pretty awesome because like the 4-doors we've got can fit 4 grown-ups in it, like comfortable.
Yeah.
Like you're a tall guy and I'll have you set in this thing. It's going to be pretty neat.
That's Jeremy Knights, right?
Jeremy's, yeah.
Good old Jeremy. I love that guy.
Oh, he's such a good dude.
Man, this thing is sweet. When I saw the very first 4-door rolling out of it, it's like the entire Jeep industry has been wrecking their brains about how to make a good-looking 4-door JK for such a long time, and so many companies said years upon years upon you on development and engineering and whatnot, and then somebody throws a freaking 4-door JK in the shop at Wide Open Design, and you just knock everybody out of the park with this. Like, just the lines of that, the fenders. I'm telling you, if you would just, I know you probably don't want to, but just the paneling on this thing, if you would start offering that just the way it is, Jesus, like I'm a huge fan of just how clean and nice the whole front fender is, how that ties into the grill, how the grill comes around. Dude, this is just insane. The body panels, the door handles, everything that you made for these JKs is so far above and beyond anything that I've seen out there.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Like I said, when we got the chance to build the first one, we were pretty excited, and I pretty much just had a little personal goal of building a really nice one, and that was Tom's. And then this thing's over the top. Tom was in here the other day. He said this one's way nicer, and he was mad at
I mean, every single one is going to be nicer than the last one, right? I mean,
whenever you really look at it, it's like,
all CNC machined in here.
Yeah, we machined all that here. So this is a factory half door, and then we smooth paneled it, and then we 3D scanned everything. This is the factory door handle. It's the plastic factory door handle, but like everything works perfect with just the right amount of clearance around it. Custom dash big holly gauge cluster, custom CNC glove box door, GPS covers. Everything about it is just that next level.
This right here. I mean, the details on this thing.
So, and that's the cool thing. Like everything in here was designed and machined in house or hand built or whatever else. Or it's just awesome that we're able to just take and keep moving the levels and everything else.
Like the roof, how the roof ties into the windshield. There's no gap up there. Everything just has that OEM look.
Yeah, jump in that thing. Like that's the back seat. Like,
make sure I have nothing in my pockets. Oh yeah, dude. I mean, I'm 6'3". I can comfortably sit here. This is great.
That's pretty wild.
This is crazy. And like, you got your cup holders right here. You got AC vents.
Yeah, everybody in the rig has their own AC vent, their own cup holder, their own USB charger, and their own heated seats. Like, so it's pretty luxurious.
Nah, this is something different, dude. This is something really special. This is not your, you know, there are so many companies out there building really, really nice JKs and JLs, but this is just not just a notch above everything. It's like 5 notches above everything. It's like the things that you guys think about and how everything is fitted to the car is crazy.
So you're sitting in this and it's that nice, but then you're sitting in a rig with coilovers, bypasses, the same axles you're fixing to put in your buggy.
Yeah.
A 427 cubic inch LS motor and a 4L80 trans. I mean, I want this thing to drive down the road at 80 miles an hour, but like still be able to go really wheel.
Yeah. Like
really go wheeling. So I mean, we're trying to build that kind of just that next level of a wheeling machine.
That's what this is, man. You achieved it for sure.
Yeah. We've tried to build the body armor to where if you do smash this back up into a tree or whatnot, you can kind of come in, take this one piece off, send it to the body shop, get it blended in or whatnot.
Yeah, it's not one continuous big panel. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we are. Crane axle. Beautiful, man. Bump stock. Oh, man. Gorgeous. So, stupid question, but like, how much more does this weigh than a normal JK? Like, because like the JK stuff, there's so much stuff in it that makes it heavy, but then again, tube chassis is probably heavier.
So,
than it. Like, what's the weight difference to like a?
I don't have a final answer on that. I'm guessing. I mean, man, I'm gonna 6,000. I mean, and I know that's heavy for a wheeling rig, but like big JKs are 7,000, 8,000
7,000, 7,500 to like when you have a fully built JK on tons and 40s and every bolt-on accessory you can think of. You know, you're definitely looking at that. And
so the other
this doesn't look like it weighs a whole lot more than your stock JK or your average JK.
Yeah. What I wasn't expecting is I had one customer, we built him a JK for it, and we sprung the car, and then whenever he got home and put all his gear in it, it was way different. He was like, man, it rides bad, and the springs were like really, really settled in, and I figured out, and that guy was packing like 1,200 pounds of stuff. And that's fine. That's what I mean. If that's what you're going to do, that's fine. We just got to spring it for it when we go to it. But I didn't realize how much stuff that was being carried along.
Absolutely.
We're coming from the buggy world where
you can bring a sandwich. That's about it.
I mean, he made it like a little cooler and let's get it on. You know what I mean? That's it. So
No, I agree. Especially like when we do the hell and back adventure style trips, dude. We pack for 4 or 5 days and food, and like we travel light. Like we already ditched the tents and all that. We're just traveling in hammocks at this point. Yeah. We already reduce it, but it's still a lot of junk. Like you're still carrying a lot of stuff, so I totally get it. Plus tools. If you're out there 4 or 5 days on straight without seeing civilization, you got to bring a lot of just to not be stranded in the woods. So
absolutely
makes a difference. Hell yeah, very, very nice.
Awesome, dude.
Very nice. This is sick.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite one yet, I gotta say. Like
pretty awesome.
All right, so Jeremy's is here for service, I'm assuming.
We put a 4-speed Atlas in it for him.
Oh, he didn't have an Atlas before? I didn't know.
He had an Atlas, he had a 2-speed.
2-speed, oh, 4-speed,
so
okay.
He wanted to bump up to a 4-speed, so I literally think it's one of them deals, man. He's had his rig for a little while and wanted something to upgrade in it.
Yeah.
So that was one of the deals.
Yeah.
So we put one of those in there for him. We don't We don't generally do a lot of maintenance type additional work or whatnot, but if you bought a turnkey from us, I feel like we
You're
try to
kind of married to WideOpen at that point.
Yeah, I really try to take care of these guys. And man, him and his wife, Wendy, I love you. Like, it's one of them deals, man. Like, they're great people.
You will not find a better ambassador for both Crane Axle and WideOpen Design.
Absolutely.
Everywhere they go, I mean, they're just spreading love, which for a good reason. This is his LJ, and this thing is just, and he wheels it. He actually really wheels this thing.
Jeremy wheels a lot. Yeah. The axles on there are just like when we sent it home.
It does. It actually. Whole rig still looks really good. I mean, it's been like, what, at least 2 years now that he's added.
Yeah, it's coming up on something. I can't remember exactly the date on it, but I can tell you this, like, man, he takes care of it.
Yeah.
But like you said, if you follow him online, like, he really will.
So Adam was able to dig out my axles, and man, they are gorgeous.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
So, yeah.
All right, so give me the rundown. Give the people out there the rundown. What makes a crane axle a crane axle?
All right, so cool thing is we build a custom axle. So we're retubing, take the housings, push the tubes in. We build any width, any pinion offset that you want. 14-bolt housing on this one that we have actually clearanced the bottom off to make it what's called that 13-bolt housing. Our cover here fits the housing now. Yeah. So we've got same steel that's in the knuckles and everything else. It's a chromoly steel cover. Everybody loves our covers where it actually protects the bolt heads whenever you're putting them on, like down here and down low.
Yeah, that is on my shaved 14-bolt I have in my current Jeepster. These guys right here, after every ride, you're basically just fighting him. There's no way you're getting him out. There's no way they're not going to get beat up by a rock in them. So that's really nice, actually.
Yep. So everybody loves that detail. These are all 4-inch tubes. So these have 4-inch half-wall tube DOM axle tubes in there. Yeah. Then we've got, you're looking at it kind of sideways, a little bit weird, but this is the C.
Absolutely massive.
So actually, and the Magnum knuckle is the reason kind of why I got introduced even into purchasing crane, is because we were building a fabricated knuckle at the time that held the big Rockwell U-joint and a 40 spline shaft. Because I kind of knew back when I was racing 2010 or whatnot, we were still breaking 1.5-inch shafts. Out of the best material we could, I just knew that we'd reached the point in life where 1.5-inch axle shaft and a 1480 U-joint was just outrun. You can do a lot of wheeling on that axle shaft and that U-joint size, but man, the peace of mind that comes in just going to that 40 spline and that bigger joint, 1550 or the Rockwell size even, the Rockwell size to me is the ultimate size, is so much better. And that RCV Big Bell is built off of a Rockwell size axle joint, not just the 1550. So this thing, it fits the RCV, the Big Bell, and this is the unit bearing adapter I was talking to you about a little bit earlier. We were building these out of steel. Now we're building them out of aluminum. It's got a bolt-on brake bracket here. What's cool about it, so our unit bearing cups take the exact same brake bracket as the front unit bearing would. So like you're gonna build custom brakes. So whenever you come up with the rotor and you build a bracket, the bracket, if you use these bolts, will be exactly the same front to rear. Okay. So I like that fact of talking about spare parts, like a spare caliper, one spare bracket, whatever else. It's like, it's the same brake on all four corners. I like that quite a bit.
Absolutely.
A big 1.25 thick high steer arm. Like I said, this thing bolts in and you really see that keyway there. So we don't have any problem with that. And then like I said, this thing takes tapered roller bearings, top and bottom. The trunnion pin, you actually set your preload on the knuckle and the C, up and down with that. You torque this and then you run the jam nut in. Okay. Totally greasable, a tapered roller bearing, top and bottom. And then this is your 450 unit bearing here. Like I said, there's tons of options for tone rings and everything else there. And then we've just got the dry flange cap on it for the crane axle cap there.
Very, very nice.
So
beautiful.
And this is our roller housing. This right here is the housing we love building, because we know a guy can take this, take it home, take it to a shop, whatever else, build out the rest of the vehicle, then complete it at the end when all that other money wants to be spent on it. Like we send the high steer arms with no hole in them. That way you can put custom steering. You can go above the arm, below the arm. You can cut the arm off and go in between. That's what we've been doing a lot here, doing a double shear lately. And that's that. So that's pretty much your front axle here. So then coming around to the rear.
For some reason, they look so much bigger, like not under a rig. I always only see them under a rig, and like seeing them like this is like God damn, guys, like this is massive.
Right on, yeah. So the rear, same 14-bolt housing, cover, jet in the front, same deal, 4-inch half wall. These are our unit bearing cups. So these unit bearing cups take that same 450 or 05 and up Super Duty unit bearing. That same thing I was talking about with the brakes. I love the fact that you're running the same wheel hub front and rear.
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite thing about it. And I mean, this was just simple. Roller housing, we centered the pinion, you know, wheel mount surface, and then we've got the crane axle cap on there.
Which, I mean, I've never really seen anybody having issues out of those unit bearings in the first place. I mean, yeah, serviceability is not super easy because it's the same one all around, but like in reality, I have never seen anybody have any kind of failure out of them.
Yeah, so they're like anything else. You can get cheap knockoffs now, and if you run a cheaper bearing, we've seen some of those loosen up. We only run the Timken bearings here, and I've never seen that problem. Literally, it's rinse, wash, repeat for us. Like I said, we love building these because we can get them through here. We keep all this stuff on the shelf and everything else, and we can build you a custom house so quickly. But I love the fact of it really does help builders and stuff get their project right on their way.
Correct. Correct. Another nice fact about crane axle, which is honestly how I got introduced to you guys, was back with Southern Rock Racing. Like you guys have always been involved in racing and East Coast rock racing or rock bouncer racing or whatever, however you want to call it. And this stuff has all been proven by many drivers.
Absolutely.
This stuff has been beat on by the most violent off-road vehicles out there. You know what I mean? So like you had so much time to R&D something that just simply works. You know what I mean?
We're spread out over off-road racing at the high level of it, and we've got a lot of cars out there running around with some cool stuff. So I mean, really neat to see where all your stuff ends up. So we've got it out there. So like whenever you're talking about putting this in a trail rig, like, man, you're just putting something in there that's really going to be there. Yeah. And that's what we want. We want to go wheeling in scenic places, not wrenching in scenic places.
Exactly. This is the one and done package right here.
That's it.
That's really what it comes down to, guys. Like there are certain parts on the build that you just don't want to cheap out on, and axles is definitely the biggest one out of all of them. You know.
And also we give you the opportunity, if you know how to do it, you save the labor.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I love doing that. I mean, I come from being an at-home guy. Yeah. I'm a do-it-yourself or whatever else you want to say. So like, I know how to set up ring and pinions. I know how to do all the install on that. Like if I can save the money on it, like, hey, you know, buy the roller housings in. Everything else for these is generally here in stock. Yeah. So
good stuff, man. All right, let's get these bad boys loaded up.
Let's do it.
I'm excited, guys. This is freaking crazy. Crazy to see my name on two of those.
No doubt.
All right, here they are. Bad boys are strapped down. Now off to my next destination. But guys, let me tell you, you don't have no idea about how much this means to me. This is the stuff that I've been dreaming about for many years. And now it's finally happening. And I know it's just a couple of axle housings for you guys, but those were just, you know, some of those products, some of these pieces that I've always admired. And I've always like, oh man, one day, hopefully, you know. So it's a big deal for me. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching our videos and making all this stuff happen. So enough talking, now let's head back over to Mikey Grupp and drop these bad boys off. Let's go.